Hey, Zach here. Right now I want to talk to you about becoming a master closer in MLM. All right, so I'm going to give you 4 points right here, and we're going to go ahead and get through this. So the very first one is to don't get your prospects the same way that everyone else will. So don't get prospects same way. All right, so what is everyone doing out there? Everyone's getting their prospects by stalking friends and family, posting randomly, posting and praying on Facebook and LinkedIn and things like this. They're doing the ATM method. They are doing all of these different things. Don't get your prospects the same way, and you're going to save yourself a ton of pain. So how do you get your prospects? We've talked about it a lot on this channel. Run ads to a sales funnel. So we're going to do a sales funnel right here. Generate applications and get your prospects that way. You can run ads on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram. You can run ads on every tier 1 ad network that you're hoping to run on. You just got to do it the right way. You can follow other videos on this channel to learn how to do that. So get your prospects a different way. This is called cross-pollination. All right, this is using things from other industries, bringing them to a place where there's not a lot of competition and killing the competition because of it. Quick example. Let's say you run a pizza parlor. You love pizza, yippee skippy. We had a nice little cheat meal last night, got pizza. What does pizza parlors usually do to grow their business? Well, they typically do is on their delivery cars, they put a little, magnet thing on the top of their roof so that people can, see the name of their pizza place. Well, that's fine. And then on the pizza box, they clip on coupons, things like this. So when you get the pizza, you can say, oh my gosh, I could have get a family pack for only $42 or whatever the case is, right? That's what most pizza parlors do. Well, what if a pizza parlor ran an ad on Instagram? I mean, you can do geo-targeting, right? Same with YouTube, all these other networks. You geo-target a 5-mile radius and you run the same exact coupon structure with an Instagram ad. Is that pretty easy to do? Yeah, it's pretty easy to do. Are most pizza parlors doing that? No, they're not. Not at all. In fact, what I just described is what most big brands are doing. It's what most online marketers are doing. But pizza parlors sure aren't doing it. But how effective would they be at killing their competition who's literally stuck with the stupid magnet thing on their roof and putting coupons on a delivery box? They'd be really effective. So, can you do the same thing here in network marketing? Yeah. Most of the competition is doing idiotic social media strategies. Let me get people into a Facebook group because that's never been done before. Let me stalk my mom and see if she wants to buy a vitamin juice. Let me cold message prospects. Let me post and pray on LinkedIn. Let me take pictures of my non-existent transformation story and see if someone wants to do it. Let me post pictures of my fake lifestyle and see if someone reaches out to me. No one wants to do it. Neither do I. You probably don't either. So get your prospects a different way. Number 1, you're going to like your life more. Number 2, your prospects do what they did to get started. So if you get your prospects by stalking someone, that's the only thing that they know how to do, and it's likely the way they're going to build their business, and they're likely going to fail with that, so they're likely going to quit. So if you want to grow your business long term, you've got to get your prospects a different way. So anyway, do that. All right. Number 2. That's red. That's fine. Number 2 is don't sound like a tool when you get on the phone. Don't sound like a sales rep when you get on the phone. So when you do this, what I just showed you, the ads funnel applications component, when you do that, some of your prospects are going to be blazing hot because they went all the way through the funnel. They love everything that you said, and they are about to lose their mind, and they're so hot you could barely mess them up if you wanted to. Some of them are going to be freezing cold. They literally opted in to your funnel while they're sitting on the toilet on their lunch break, and they completely forgot about you within 5 minutes. Now, what you do know about them is that they're in your target market, or they never would have opted in the first place, most likely. But they're likely in your target market. So you know that they're at least moderately interested. They just might have forgot who you were because they were on the toilet and you called them, and 24 hours later, they forgot. Then you have everyone in between. So when you're calling them, these are not the same people as calling, someone from your high school yearbook, which is freaking weird. But it's not the same thing, right? It's calling someone that you've never met based on a funnel. So they're going to vary in terms of their cold or hotness. Now, you have to handle them appropriately. You have to understand that your prospects are getting calls from other businesses. As a quick example, one of our cars, the warranty is about to run out on it. I think my phone number, my personal phone number, got sold to, all the warranty people, and my phone's been blowing up with those stupid calls. I'm looking at all the voicemails, reading the transcriptions, and they all sound like tools. I'm not going to call anyone back anyway, but I'm definitely not calling them back. So what you don't want to do is sound like them. You don't want to sound like them. What do you do to not sound like them? Sound like a normal human being, not like a salesperson, okay? Quick example. One of our top sales guys, when he calls someone, he assumes that they're not blazing hot, which is a good thing to assume. And if they are, fantastic. He moves faster. But he assumes that they're not blazing hot. So when they pick up the phone, say, hello? He'll do something like this. Hello? Hey, John? Yeah? John, how much trouble am I in right now for barging in on your Friday afternoon? Well, I guess that depends why you're calling. Who is this? So right off the bat, isn't that a little bit more normal than, hey John, this is Zach with MLM Rebels. How's your day going? Sound like a salesperson, you sound like a tool, and they're like, it's good, how are you? Like, why are you calling me? So don't sound like a sales guy, all right? How else do you do this? Ask genuine, I didn't even write it down. So tool, don't sound like a tool, right? Then ask genuine questions. Genuine questions. Now, I think we all get that one, but I don't know if you all get that one. So we have a script that we follow, and it has 9 questions that we've determined over the years are the best questions to get someone from start to where we want them. Now, here's the thing with the questions. Your goal is not to get through the questions. Your goal is to get the person to a place where they want to move forward. So if you got to go off script during the question component, you go off the script. And how do you do that? By caring about the other human being. You care about them. So when they leave a breadcrumb for you, you don't move to the next question in your script. You follow the breadcrumb. So when you're talking about, you're talking about the person's, job right now, where they work, or maybe where they live. All right, so how'd you move out to Dallas? Oh man, geez, I've been out here since like 15 years. I actually forgot even I moved out here. Yeah, so moved here like 15 years ago. My job actually moved me out, and about 6 months after I got out here, they actually laid us all off, and so I got a new job, and I met my wife at the new job, which is kind of crazy, and then 6 years later, I actually got recruited over to this. Oh, so you met your wife at the job that you used to be at? Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, that's awesome, man. How did that work out? You see, I'm going down the breadcrumbs because I'm trying to understand everything about. Well, I'm trying to get to their why. I am getting to their why. I'm learning about them. How much more would you care about our phone call together if you and I talked? If I actually cared about you versus followed a script? See, if I actually care about them, what I have found is that you will accomplish the purpose of your script. But if you don't care about them, you won't. When do you stop asking questions? Until you truly care about them. That's when I found, that's my litmus test. When I really care about this person because I've really found out about them, I followed the breadcrumbs until I genuinely care about their well-being. There's a shift, right? Like I care about people. When I really care about this person, that's when I know I've asked enough. And when I really understand the situation. If I'm not totally sure about the situation, I didn't ask enough yet. I need to uncover more. Ask genuine questions. Number 3 is an incredible offer. Create an incredible offer. A lot of people think salespeople are so good that they can sell ice to Eskimos. I think that's stupid. And in fact, I don't even think that I'm that good of a salesperson. And my top guy, one of our top guys, I don't think he's really that good of a salesperson either. But you know what he is really good at? He's really good at point number 2. He's really good at asking genuine questions so he really understands them. And he's really good at point number 3. Creating an incredible offer that these people want. In fact, creating an offer so good that they feel dumb not saying yes to it. See, I don't think selling ice to Eskimos is that cool. I think creating an amazing deal on heaters to Eskimos is a good idea. So create an incredible offer. Again, there's more videos on this channel on how to do that. I'll leave a link down below for a blueprint that will show you exactly how to do that in even more detail. It's free. You can go down below if you want to get that. Anyway, Most people in MLM are shackled to whatever it is the company gave them to offer, the comp plan, the products, etc. No, you're your own business owner. You need to take the MLM, and it's just part of your offer. You need to include other things in the offer. It's just one of the components of your offer. And you can't say something like, well, they get me. That's a stupid offer, okay? It's stupid. You need to give them an offer that they feel stupid not saying yes to it. So what we typically do, in fact, what we do actually do, is we give them what's called a system of growth. Again, you can get more details on other videos and the blueprint down below. Create an amazing offer they feel dumb saying no to. And finally, use the power of crushing silence. Most salespeople are so eager to talk, or they're afraid of the silence. And what they do is they don't uncover what they need to uncover during the questioning phase. The person answers a question, it's their canned response, it's the 30-second canned response. Well, this is how I got into my business, and this is how I got to where I live, and this is how I got my family started, and this is what I like to do. And they accept these canned responses and they think they understand them. You don't understand them. Just think about it. If I were to ask you, hey, so where are you from? Oh, I live in Dallas. Oh, cool. How long have you been there? 10 years. Awesome. What do you do for work? Oh, I sell plants. Oh, great. Do you like doing it? Oh, I love doing it. Oh, it's awesome, man. How's your family? Oh, his family's great. I have 2 kids, and they're really great. My wife and I are fantastic. Oh, that's awesome. So I want to talk to you about my business. That's what most people do. And they suck at it. Why? Because it's awful. Nobody really gives their real response on the first go-around. That's why you follow the breadcrumbs and you shut up. You don't talk over them. And when they're done talking, you just let it sit there for a while. Because what I've found is that people will actually give their canned response, and when you don't say anything back, you just say, then they get into the next response, and they start elaborating. And then they start going further. And then they start really showing you who they are. That's when you start to understand them. So yeah, does this matter when you ask for the sale and he who speaks first loses? Yeah, it matters there too. But I'm not actually talking about there. I'm talking about when you really get to know them. Imagine if I was sitting across the table from someone and they're telling me things and I'm asking them questions and I'm just sitting there like, huh. Well, what else? Or I'll follow the breadcrumb like, huh. So you met her at your job? And now they start opening up. You don't have to be that good of a salesperson. In fact, I don't find myself to be that good of a salesperson. Do you know what I do find myself good at? These things. I find myself being good at doing something that not everyone is doing. And it's easy to kill your competition that way. I find myself just being a genuine human, not being a tool on the phone. I find myself saying, I'd rather sell Eskimos heaters than ice. And I genuinely care about people to the point where I'm willing to sit in silence. This is what our top people do also. They're not weirdos. Our mediocre people, are they figuring this stuff out? They're figuring this stuff out. But the very top ones, this is what they do. So with that, guys, appreciate you. If you like videos like this, go down below. Leave a comment, like the video, and like I said, if you want to learn more about getting prospects this way and creating the offer, the blueprint link is down below. We'll show you all about it. You can read or watch it in about 20 minutes. So with it, guys, hope you have an amazing day. Talk soon.